Hi guys, and here and welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. And well, it's been a while since I've been here. I've not been recording because, well, I've been ill. But what I thought was a bad cold, turned out it was COVID. And while technically I still have COVID, I'm feeling better. I'm not coughing as much, and I don't feel like I just want to go back to bed. So that's a big bonus. So I thought, you know what, let's get back into playing again. But I've been playing a little bit. I've done some stuff around the island, which I'll give you a quick show now. This is what I was going to try and record. I did record a couple of clips, but I just sound like I've got some sandpaper shoved in my throat. So, first things first, the walkway around the island, up into the air, you'll see, it now extends all the way up into the distance. We'll come back to this in a sec. I took it all the way out here to the back where the plan is I'm going to be putting a gate out the back. So when we come out from the tunnel and there'll be a road coming down here, it will lead to the city gates. And a bridge over the river. Can I land? Get out of the way, Leaf. Thank you. But it ended up over there. And when I studied it last time, I thought, you know what? This needs to be central. I went there because that land is raised and the bridge can come out onto the land. But we could do something with the land here. Centre it more around here. And I'll do that going forward. I've started putting a walkway around the edge here. I've done down this side. I've started actually adding in the deep slate as well. And that goes all the way around this side as well. Out leaves stood in the air. So it's about 15 wide, this walkway at the front. As it gets down the back, it goes to 10. And the back bit, I'll probably make 15 wide as well. But you'll also notice, and I haven't got a boat with me, let's get a bit of wood. We'll make a boat. But I think I mentioned it in the previous episode. Come down here, so this is the river. It comes over from down here into a gap, and there's an entrance here. Now this is the city river. Now we did have this big lake here, and this was the episode I was going to record, but so voice like sandpaper. But what we have done in here now, coming down to here, we sort of blocked this all off here. Could be decorated down here, bit of bone meal, a bit of greenery down here. Fill this all in. This was where the original separation bit was, and that's the old one, like an old little cave. I might come attach some more of these in as well as I go forward over time, but I've got this little river coming in here. I've left this side at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, and it will probably get touched up over time. That's a sheep up there, so they're moving. And then this tunnel, because I was going to dig this all out, they decided I'll leave a tunnel in here. It's a nice tunnel decorated out, and this comes out to the other side of the island. And here, so we can actually go in and out, but it does mean as well, because in here, these walls will get decorated up as well. This is just an initial holding wall just up there. This is like the holding the dirt to sort of slide it into the river. Here is our nether portal, so we need to have a little dock here area. We move this portal back a bit, maybe not as visible from the edge of the river, but that's now got a reason to be there. I think it's quite nice. But yeah, so this is our way in and out. Ooh, ink, I'll grab that. Not got a lot of ink at the moment, but I've now got the island, the city island there, all mapped out around the edge, and then we'll have a big city gates here over to there, and then that will work out quite well. That probably needs tidying up because it was a bit diagonally, but we'll worry about that in the future. The initial markings out have been done. I've also been creative, looking at potential house designs, focusing on this area initially, but I've also got some ideas for over there as well. But today we're not staying here. I want to leave this island for the moment. In fact, let's go there now and return over here. Whiteforge Island. We've not been here for a while, and I was actually gathering some materials for something else for the future, and then I came back here, and I kind of realised I left it here with the intention of returning, and there's still a few things I need to do around here, but things like this need finishing off, I need to sort out a proper pond for my Axolotl friend, and I've got a few other Axolotls as well. So there's a few bits and bobs around here we need to do. So I'll pop back here for the day. And then I've been clearing the chickens out because they cause a serious lag as their numbers grow. And all the eggs are laying. So today, I want to do some tidying up around here. A bit more finishing off. I'll focus on initially around this area. Redo the pond bit here for our Axolotl friend. Decorate probably pathways from around here to where our mushrooms are underneath there. I'll probably connect a pathway up to our stables over there. So we've got a few things to do. But break it up, a change from the city building. So what I'm going to do now, gather some materials and we'll make a start. That's better. A bit of a tidy up, a clear up. I've moved all my workbenches over here. Nice and neat. I can have the window and look outside at the world. And a lot more space. Got rid of these chests. Rearrange these a little bit just to fit things in. And that's looking a lot neater now. The next thing to be addressed is this passageway here, because it's not really designed as a passageway. It was a bit of a rat run, which I do use a lot, so comes out and I think here will be a good spot for it to come out into. This tends to be where I tend to come out first. From here, I know I can go over to storage there, I can go out there, I can go upstairs there. So what I need to do now is probably just block it off on that side, block it off from that side, and then tidy the floor up. Widen this so it is 3 wide all the way down. Put in some wood on the walls, just decorate the ceiling a little bit, and then we've got ourselves one little tunnel. So let's get that bit done. Right, got a little doorway in here now, and that opens up. Little corridor, straightforward, simple, and just tidy. I can actually use these if I want to put some little mini farms in the meantime. Tidy this entrance up here as well. Door into the background for maintenance. I could always potentially put a door on there if I want to, but it just opens out here, and that works out just fine. A little job done. So I think I might again do something with that as well. Might actually, just for the moment. I never really go back there now. Just block you off like that for the moment, and that's out of the way. That's better. It just finishes it up a little bit. In fact, what I can now do then is take a view and I'll pop you back there. That's better. Right, next little job to be done. Up here, I have things like this chest here, which stores random things as well. I do store things above it, but that's normally goods I have bought with books from these. However, if I do have things like, I haven't got at the moment, spare chickens and so forth, bits of stuff which I can sell, I can store them in those. But here, emeralds and other stuff as well. I think what I need to do is put the archway in here using the polished, what's that block? Basalt. That's what was that block? But a little archway there with polished basalt, and we'll put some storage in there now. So let's go and grab some materials. 1, 2. Bring you along here like so. What looks like? I think that is bone meal, is it? It is, it's bone meal. We can get ammo on 3 blocks of bone meal up there. I'm going to just take this back one. Right, so, and then I'll come here. there in the center, and then we'll do books into there. What have we got down here? Barrels, and I think then I'll just put paper and put iron there. Other stuff I may use. I'll just tidy that up as well. There we go. It's little jobs like this which I could have done ages ago, but I've never bothered. I also need to get a piece of glass to cover up that daylight sensor. There we go. Right, next job, back out here. We've got pathways all around here, but I do need a pathway to lead this way, which is going to lead up to where my cows are, or my mushroom cows are. Here. Hi. So, thinking initially this level, I can just clear a bit of space. I get my shovel in here. Take out some of this bit here. A moment, and there we go. Alright. A path that comes around here on this level here, and then we'll get coming around to back this way, and then it will lead it down, and it can connect up. Here's a bit too wide. Actually, what I could do is we'll take out this bit here, we'll lead it along here, or we'll lead it up to here. Actually, connect up to this bit here. Just pop a torch down here, here, and then because we'll have it connected up to this one as well. So we'll take that out from the land here, bring this up, this up. I'm going to have a mixture of the oak planks and also the bath block, that one there, to connect up into there. So we'll connect it up to this point here as well. And I want some more of these bushes as well around the place, so I might have to go and grow some more of those trees and do some of, get some shears on some of those leaves as well. So I'm going to get this in place, clear this out. I've got some of these spruce logs as well. The idea is going to be, and again with the logs I've got, we can build a little barrier up, a little supporting wall. We can fill this in here, and then we'll just start bringing that back round to about here, and then we can bend it back around there. But when we get to about this level here, now if I just come to this side here like that, we'll tear it down to here, tear it down, step it down, bring this one up, match it up to here, and then that should work. So let me get that in place, and then this is still touch. Thank you. We will then have one pathway connected up. Right, pathway is now in place. I've added some bushes as well for a little hedgerow down here. That pathway goes down to there, and it leads all the way up around here. I had a bit of fencing around the edge here, just a bit of support. Out here to our mushroom cows, which have been slowly getting bred up as well. I've also extended it out to here, and then around here to our horses back here. What I did do as well is when I built the stables, I left this overhanging and I never filled it in. So I'll come around here now and just put in a bit of a supporting wall there, just to give it a bit of support so it doesn't look a bit odd and daft. That is all nice and good. Quite happy with this. What I've also done as well is, if you come around here, all the way around the edge of the field, there was torches on each of these stands. I have taken the torches away. I've replaced every other one with a lantern, apart from like there where I've misjudged it. And I'm not going to go around and correct it because I can't be bothered. Doesn't really matter that much anyway, but it gives it a bit of a light as well. But I do need to think about as well is storage for these crops, and how can I get across here without trampling on my crops? Here we go, let's pass. Now, in the middle of these crops, I need some illumination, so we have to get some scarecrows in here, I think, as well. but I do need to harvest a lot of these crops because I can trade the carrots and potatoes with the farmers over here. And I was planning around here to build a little shack to store the crops and my seeds and all that sort of stuff. So I think I'll put that in as well. But I think next step now is I can get some materials. We'll carve a little hole out here. Have I got a shovel on me? I have a shovel. So like this. Wrong tool. Wrong tool. Thank you. Right tool. Just take you out there like that, and then that should be sufficient. You out there as well. Get some materials. We'll put a little shack in there. Bit of a storage area for the crops, and that should be good. So let me get that done, and that's another job ticked off the list. And there we go. One little storage unit for the fields. I'm about to say the garden then. The fields. So we've got some wheat, beetroot, potatoes, carrots, and a selection of seeds down the side. This side is all empty, but that can be used in the future. I've started harvesting some of the carrots and potatoes and a bit of the wheat, just so I can take it over to the farmers in the trading hall to keep building up my emerald supply. That's another job ticked off the list. And I think now we'll finish off today's episode, at least, over here. And now I need to dig out here and here. Lay down the foundations for a large pond. I'll do 2 layers actually of this, and then maybe a little waterfall. Get axolotl fence over here into here. And just move these 2 out of the way. So what I'm going to do now, bit of a time lapse, digging this all out, laying down the foundations. I don't think I have much in the way of coral blocks. In fact, I don't think I've got any coral blocks at all. No, I don't think I have. And where I thought there was a thingy-bobby, what are they called? A coral reef. I don't know if it is anymore. It was out this way. But then obviously I've reset a lot of the chunks of my world around the island. And 1.18 came along. There's a desert there. There's a village. I didn't even know that. I've been out actually, this way. I think there's parts of my world I don't know where things are anymore. When I explored to the south and a little bit over that way. I've come around this way a bit because I found the mesa. I've not explored much further than that. I know beyond the mountains there is large frozen ocean with the icebergs, and that went on for a few thousand blocks, and I gave up going down that way after a while. I could maybe do with heading back out there and the look. No, where was a coral reef is no more. This is not a coral reef at all. In fact, that's a lot closer than what it used to be. When I used to stand on here, you couldn't see anything. You can't see it now, but I better put my distance up a little bit, it'll be visible. Right, so I need to find a coral reef. I need to find another ocean monument. I don't know where one of those is. I would like to take one of those over. I think we'll have to do some exploration at some point in the near future. But that's for another day. Now, let's get time lapse going. Let's clear out the space here. And let's get a pond in place. A larger pond for our axolotl friends. Here we go. 3 of the Axolotls are down here. They put 2 up here and 2 down here. But 1 has already come down the waterfall. The 4th one is just there, chilling about. No doubt they'll make their way down there at some point. I presume they might also go back up. I don't know. We'll see what happens over time. But there we go. 1 Axolotl sanctuary here, up and running on the island. We'll remove the torches now and cover them up with glowstone and carpet. But yeah, very happy with this now. Another little part of the island complete. And it sort of finishes off this section here as well. I'll just do something now with that up on outside the house there. But it's been nice to come back here and do a few jobs on this island. Tidy some things up. The pathway going out over to there, especially as well, has been done. The little farm barn. But there's a few farms I still want to do back here as well. So we'll come back out and do them in the near future as well. But it's nice to say, just mixing things up. Not just focusing on one area. That was always my intention. To have these different areas to do. But now I've done it. Yeah, it's been nice being back here. So we will be returning here in the future, no doubt, to do more jobs. But that's it for today's episode. I've got no idea actually on the length of this because I've recorded this over several days as and when I felt up to recording and talking. Feeling a lot better now, so hopefully start getting back into the swing of recordings going forward. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't done already, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.